already recording. Just don't.
Heyo!
Hey guys, welcome back. So I've been leaving you guys hanging on pregnancy updates. It's been like well over a month, I believe, since I've filmed one. So before time runs out and this baby boy comes, I thought I would try to make a quick video. Who knows how long this is gonna be. Just filling you guys in on how everything's going and all that. So by the time I get this posted, I mean, I'm just a day before turning 35 weeks. So I'm 35 weeks pregnant, and I feel like it's went by fast, but at the same time, I do feel like I've been pregnant for a while. So I'm starting to be over it at this point. So 35 weeks. I'm just gonna kind of ramble here about whatever comes to my mind. So since my last video, my last pregnancy video was telling you guys about how I failed my 1-hour glucose test, but then I failed it by 1 point. I was 1 point higher than they wanted me to be, but then I took the 3-hour glucose test and passed it like super easy. So it's a very weird deal. So I do not have the gestational diabetes. I'm very thankful that I don't have to deal with that. But I was worried about it when I failed that first test. But and then I also was saying on that video how I had bronchitis. That was, yeah, back in like July, late July and a lot of August. I had bronchitis and I was coughing so hard that I like bruised or busted a rib, and that took a while to recover from. I feel like it's not my rib spot that was all sore is much better now. Like there for a while I could still touch it and it would like be sore to the touch, and you could feel like the tendon like flipping around in there. It was weird. So bronchitis while you're pregnant, don't recommend it. Don't do that. It is kind of windy today. I hope it's not messing with the sound. But you can see some of the mountain behind me. The colors on the leaves really haven't started changing much here. I live in Arkansas, just in case any of you guys are new or don't know. We're in Arkansas. I feel like the leaves are gonna start changing in the next like week or two. They're starting to change a little bit, but I mean, you can see the mountain back there. Everything's pretty much still green. So, oh look, Sage laid in the perfect spot in the background. Very good.
My son's gonna leave, but it's gonna be loud.
Okay. It's loud, his engine's loud. I'll just mention it since I was talking about Sage, my dog. Since this is just gonna be a pregnancy update, life update, everything. Sage will be 11 at the end of this month. That is so crazy to me. She's been part of our family for such a long time. Anyways, also since my last video, I got a haircut. You probably won't be able to really tell because my hair's in a ponytail. I'm not gonna take it down right now because it would be wild. But I hadn't had a haircut in like well over a year. My hair was getting pretty long. I don't even know exactly how long it was, but I got it chopped pretty good, so it's like shoulder length, like collarbone length. I was wanting to get a chop before this baby comes, just because I feel like it's a little more manageable when it's shorter. And I got some highlights, and so that was nice. But anyways, pregnancy update. So I feel like this time around, versus my first time, I feel like it's been a little rougher physically, but maybe it's just because I don't really remember all the details with him. But I feel like and because I'm chasing him around all day and I don't have as much time to rest or as downtime as you have when you don't have any kids and you're pregnant for the first time. So I feel like maybe I wear myself out on a daily basis, like just having to, take care of him. But so I get like, the different back aches, and not aches, but like usually I describe it as like my tailbone because it's that low. It's like my tailbone will just be achy. But So at nighttime, I'm like, sleep is like, I'm sleeping, but I have to switch sides like probably every hour or two. I have to switch sides, and like I sound like an old lady every time I have to turn over because it's like I just have to grunt a lot. This time around, I'm not using a pregnancy pillow. I bought like one of those huge, obnoxious, like U-shaped pregnancy pillows that takes up like your entire bed. I bought one of those when I was pregnant with him, and I didn't love it. I still have it, and I just haven't even pulled it out like this pregnancy because, well, yeah, I just don't have room for it in the bed to begin with. But so this time around, I'm just using a regular pillow under my head and a body pillow just to kind of support under my bump or whatever, like when I'm, you know, because you can only lay on your side or whatever. So I feel like sleeping hasn't been super uncomfortable. I just have to switch sides a lot. But one of the main things that's bugging me currently is heartburn. I had heartburn with him, but I feel like it's amped up a little bit more this time around. Typically it gets me like at nighttime, so I'll wake up in the night to go pee. Like on a regular night right now, I'm probably peeing like 3 times a night, and basically every time I get up, I'm having to like get a Tums, like pop a Tums, because I don't know, it's like whenever I switch sides or whatever, just any kind of movement at nighttime, that laying flat, the heartburn is like horrible. And it's so weird because before being pregnant, I've never had heartburn in my life. I had it with him, and I've had it this time around. And it's just been, but it's been a little bit more annoying this time. I feel like it's, the Tums doesn't keep it as under control this time. And it's starting to strike me during the day a lot, where I just feel like last time it was just at nighttime when it bothered me. And I don't feel like it is triggered by any certain foods. It's just like anything you eat. There's heartburn there. So all my doctor's visits have been going pretty good since my gestational diabetes test and all that. I had some blood work done when I was around 30 or 32 weeks, and it was just like routine blood work that they ran just to check your numbers again. And my iron, or it wasn't iron, it was my RBC, my red blood count, which I learned is not the same as iron. My red blood count was like a tad low, so I thought they were gonna make a big deal about it because I was out of the range that they wanted. But the doctor was like, you know, you can take an iron supplement like every other day if you want to, so that's what I've been doing. But they weren't concerned about it. My prenatal that I already take has iron in it, but yeah, I've just been taking like an iron supplement every other day just to make sure that's okay. But other than that, everything has been like fine. When I go to my doctor's appointments, they will measure my belly, which I'll show you my belly here in a minute. They'll measure my belly and they'll listen to the heartbeat, and they say, I say they because if you guys are new or don't know, at my hospital or my doctor, I rotate through all the different OBs because there's so many. Because like whenever you actually go into labor, you don't really know which doctor's gonna be on call or whatever. So it's, in my opinion, I would rather like meet all of these different OBs instead of just sticking with one the whole time, because you don't know if they're gonna be like on call or there when you go into labor. So it doesn't bother me to like go in and see different doctors. Okay, so there's been lots of times where I've had the same, there's a handful of doctors where I've seen them 2 or 3 times through my pregnancy, and there's actually a few that I have not seen this pregnancy, but I'm super worried about it. But anyways, they measure my belly and they'll listen to the heartbeat every time. That's kind of like the protocol. It's just standard. And every time I go in, they're like, everything looks good. Your belly's measuring right on. Like, I'm not measuring too big or too small, which I'm thankful for. And the heartbeat always sounds good. Of course, with my doctor, I haven't had an ultrasound since my 20-week like gender scan thing. So sometimes I wish I could have another ultrasound just to like see him again and like see everything. But they won't do that unless there's like a problem at my doctor, and I'm not considered high risk or anything, so I just got the standard like finding out you're pregnant like really early on, you get an ultrasound, and then at the 20-week mark you get the ultrasound. So okay, he went in to go to the bathroom, so I better go help him because he gotta wipe booties. I gotta wipe a booty. Yeah. Hi, we're back. Anyways, so where was I? So yeah, the doctors are saying everything is like, you know, measuring and looking good. Like I said, I'm 35 weeks now. I have an appointment in a week when I'm turned 36 weeks. And at that one, it's not going to be as like quick routine appointment. They have to do the group B strep swab to determine if you have that. I did have that last time with Ridgely, and so all that means is, I mean, I actually don't understand it, but they swab you down there, and they determine if you are positive or negative for the group B strep. I don't even know what it is, but I had that last time. It's just kind of a random thing that some women have, but it's something that can affect your baby when they deliver. So when I was in labor with him, I had to have an IV of antibiotics for it, and that was not fun. That IV, like that medicine, burned so bad going in my hand. So I'm hoping that I don't have it this time around, because from what I've read and things, you don't necessarily have it like every pregnancy. So I'm hoping that I don't have it this time, because man, that stuff burned, like going in the IV. Like, I was almost worse than like one of the very worst parts of like being in labor, because I had an epidural and everything, so I wasn't feeling a lot, but I felt that stuff going in my hand. Just so, I guess I'll show you guys my belly. Move my chair out of the way. Since it started cooling down, I'm having trouble finding like, you know, just clothes to wear that fit right. So I'm wearing one of my t-shirts today, but I'm actually wearing my husband's like jacket overshirt thing. What? Hang on. Because it actually fits decently, and it was a little cool today. But here's my belly. So hopefully you guys can see. This one, I feel like he moves in there so much more than Ridgely did. He's so active, like all the time. And that's where I was getting at. I said I was having that group B strep swab at my next one. They are also going to check me for dilation for the first time to see if I'm starting to dilate. I'm not looking forward to that. I remember when I was pregnant with him, they, starting at 36 weeks, my doctor, they will start checking you every week until delivery. They'll check you to see if you're dilated at all, how many centimeters or none at all or whatever. And I remember with him, basically every time they would check me for that, I would like spot or like bleed a little bit afterwards, and I would get kind of crampy like after they would do it. So I'm not looking forward to that. But I know it's just part of what they've got to do, but I'm not looking forward to that. And I'm curious if maybe I am. I mean, dilating some. I don't know. I feel like every time I stand up, he's gonna fall out. Just TMI. But even though I feel kicks like, I mean, I feel movement like way so high up here, I also feel stuff way down low too. Like I get a lot of what they call that lightning crotch, where you get like just like a sharp pain from like them kicking at your cervix or something. Like I don't know, I feel like when I stand up a lot of times it's just I got the waddle going on for sure. It just feels like he's just low, and so it makes me wonder if I am starting to dilate, but who knows, probably nothing's happening at this point. But I just feel like I'm feeling it earlier this time. If you guys don't remember, with Ridgely, I was nearly 41 weeks by the time he came. So I went like, you know, over. And so for some reason, the last like month or so, I've just had it in my head, I feel like I'm not gonna go full term this time. I don't know why. Something in my brain's just telling me that this one will come before 40 weeks. Or, you know, on time. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I feel like he moves around so much. He's constantly rolling around in there. I don't know. I can't really tell 100% if I think he's head down yet. That's something else I think that they'll check when they check my dilation here in a week. Somehow when they check that, they can determine if they feel a head or if, you know, baby's head down or whatever. I feel like he is, but sometimes the movements he does, I'm like, was that a foot? Or I don't know what I'm feeling there. But anyways, I feel like this video is getting kind of long, but I just hadn't updated you guys in some time. So if there's any questions about anything, if I've left out some kind of major something, who knows, I probably have. I didn't have any like notes in front of me, so just kind of rambling. But if there's something you want to know or whatever, if I'm experiencing or whatever is going on, leave me a comment if you want to. And yeah, I have been slowly starting to like nest a little bit. I'm, you know, getting all the newborn clothes washed, and luckily I saved like everything from him, so I think I've got all the clothes that I need. I bought a box of newborn diapers and a big box of wipes the other day, and just had to buy like a couple new things here and there, but most everything I had saved, so that was nice. But just starting to slowly get things packed. I have packed like 80% of my hospital bag is packed. And the diaper bag's all packed.
This.
Trying to, what is it? Oh, you scared me. There's a bug. Show the camera. Hold it up here. Can you show them? Oh, did it fly away? There's a little moth.
Anyways.
Oh, can you hold it up where they can see it? Oh, does he keep getting away from you? Let's see if you can see the moth. Oh, don't let him get away.
Right here.
Oh boy. Okay. You hold it up there and show him. You tell the camera that you're excited about baby brother coming? Sometimes he seems excited about it, and sometimes you can tell like he doesn't really understand. But other times he says some of the sweetest things, and I'm like excited to see him as a big brother. But oh my, like, yeah, hold it down here where they can see it. Oh, that poor little moth. Poor guy.
He's trying to get home.
He's trying to get home. Let him go home. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. Leave me a comment or a question if you got anything to ask or say. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Please give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!